All right. Hey, everybody, this is Matt at Texas Toast, and we are live at 5 for our weekly live stream
Annual.
that we do every week. Come hell or high water. We have neither hell nor high water that we have to contend with this week. I think everything's okay. We're still under siege for COVID-19, but
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
under siege?
The C word.
Oh.
Remember when that used to be cancer?
By the sea, by the sea, by the C-U-N-T. No, so we, because we don't actually see anybody here and the shop isn't exactly open right now to like have people come in, I think we're okay. But, you know.
Especially since we're in a small yacht off in international
That's
waters.
right. That's right. So before we get down to the business of getting down, I have been asked to show how to adjust the truss rod on a neck by my friend Eddie Behan Blues,
Billy B. and
Billy
Blues.
Behan Blues, whose actual name is not Billy. Maybe that's his middle. Anyway, he bought the Wicked Woman Stealer and he's like, hey, I think I need to adjust the truss rod. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, here's how I do it. He's like, well, show me in a video. So I've got my surrogate body and a neck here. That's cool. Thank you, Chris. And the body that is, hold on, guys. I want to show you this. So this is just a thing that I use to kind of adjust necks while they aren't in the guitar body. And I'm going to clamp this to my table here. And I should have done this during the online training thing because we talked about that, and I didn't because I am a turd. So anyway, you get the neck. Don't bolt this down to your table. Get one of your friends to push down on this end, and then you come over to the headstock end and push down on the headstock end. And what you're doing is if the strings are pulling the whole neck up this way, you want to push the neck back this way and then tighten the truss rod to counteract the string tension. So what you would do is you have your friend holding the guitar over here, and you push on the neck. This is just like a neck from Amazon that we're using for demonstration. Chris, will you push on that end? And then you would put your truss rod wrench in, whatever kind you have, and then tighten the wrench as much as you need to, and then slowly release the neck and make sure that it is where you need it to be. And so that guitar that he bought has this old school Gibson style rod. It only does one thing, and that's as you tighten it, it holds the neck in the force applied at this end of the headstock down. And if you want the neck to come up this way, you'll need to loosen this acorn nut right here. So, but you know what? While we were clamping this in, we thought, I wonder how much we could flex this. You want to see if we can break this neck?
Sure.
Okay.
He says, well, let's finish.
Oh yeah, let's finish up.
He says, but it's buzzing at the first fret.
Okay, then you probably would need to
Adjust
not
the bridge?
tighten the truss rod.
Yeah, loosen the truss rod.
Loosen the truss rod.
It's probably bowed this way.
Yep.
So you'd need to loosen it so it flattens out.
Yes.
Put your straight edge on, no?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah, have a straight edge when you're doing it. This
Yeah.
neck is for demonstration purposes only. This
So
neck is not
that's
flat.
really where you start. Is you put the straight edge on
Yep.
and you go, oh, I see. I have a whole lot of relief.
Or
in the
you
middle,
can
or I
hold it
have no
up
relief.
and kind of sight down the thing.
You can also fret. Put your finger on
Mm-hmm.
the string here, and put your finger on the string here, and you can see the
Yep.
the relief or lack thereof.
Yeah.
And you should have just a tiny bit, but if it's touching the frets here when you have them pushed down, then you've got this kind of a bow. If it's got a big gap,
It's
then
already
this
yeah,
kind
it's
of a
already
bow.
coming. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can loosen it, and you don't need to tug on it this way to loosen it. The strings will pull it. You can just loosen that nut and go slow, and it'll just kind of do its thing. If you get to the part where you need to raise the bridge, you can, but make sure your truss rod is doing what it needs to do to straighten the neck first.
Yeah.
Cool.
You may just have to loosen it like a quarter of a turn, because what happens is, I've seen this a lot, you get it, there's such a thing as too straight, and then
Yeah.
you keep tightening it, and you actually end up putting a hump in it, and it really shows up at the first fret.
Okay.
So you loosen it just a little bit, and you should be good.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me. Okay, so how much lever can we put on this?
How much lever?
Yeah, so I'm gonna press it down.
Okay.
And you okay? Boy, so look at
SS says if your high frets aren't buzzing enough, you should buy a Gibson.
wah 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 wah. So we got almost 3/8 of an inch. I can fit my pinky under here. So tighten it down. There we go. This is good for laughs.
I don't know what we're accomplishing.
I don't know either, but it's kind of funny. Can you see? People are like, "Oh man, I'm afraid I'm gonna break my neck if I do that."
You can break the truss rod.
It's actually you can break the truss rod. You probably will strip the threads on a truss rod if you have a steel nut, a steel adjusting nut. That's why these are brass. It's softer than the steel. So are we all the way down?
Almost. Okay, now you're all the way down.
All right, so wow, there we go.
Dumbest thing I've ever seen. Now let's tighten the. Let's see if we can get the.
That was the shocker you just did.
Let's
Yeah.
turn the truss rod the other way because this might be a two-way, and see if we can get it to hold this neck in this position.
Okay. It would still be tightening it though, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be loosening it, wouldn't it?
No.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be, huh?
Yeah. How much tightening can
Yeah,
we do?
yeah.
By the way, guys, these truss rod wrenches from Bitterroot Guitars are really cool, and they're like $5. And if you use code TX Toast at checkout, you get money off. So yeah. So this is. Did we answer the truss rod adjust
Yeah, did
questions?
we answer your question, Ed?
Yeah,
Billy
I-
B and
I-
Blues?
yeah.
I don't actually know what to call him, so I just keep calling him all of the words.
Ed, Billy, B, and
Ed-
Blues.
Ed, Billy B and Blues.
Yeah.
There's
There's no way this thing's gonna hold it that. Come on. That's
no, but I mean,
ridiculous.
how much will it hold it?
I don't know. I
'Cause
wonder.
we know what we got here.
I think though that this falls under the heading of abuse of a neck.
Yeah.
And
it
people are
does.
like, oh, I'm afraid I'm gonna break my neck and my truss rod. Well,
yeah. Oh, I think we dropped out.
I think
really? No, we're still going.
everything's fine.
Everything's fine. It's not on mine.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here. It's yours. Someone else had problems too. Yeah, this is the Matrix.
So yeah, guys, I think that I mean like I'm like wrenching on this fucking thing. So
All right. So now let's loosen it up. and
don't
see what we
worry
got.
too much about. I mean, don't abuse your neck and your truss rod, but don't worry about like, oh man, I'm afraid I might bust it. You might, but you might not.
I'd probably be more likely to like strip the screws from the neck joint.
All right,
Don't
we
you
ready?
think if you
Sure.
perk on it enough?
Maybe I'm not sure.
I'm talking
I-
about because you usually pull the neck before.
Oh,
you
yeah,
adjust
like, well,
it.
that's like we
so
did
if you
here,
start,
yeah.
pulling the neck farther down than that angle,
Yeah.
probably just ruin the neck joint.
This neck was all kinds of hurdy-gurdy anyway, so.
Yeah, this neck was pretty much unusable.
And I think it's got a pretty rotten twist in it. Well, it's got some.
Yeah.
Or are we still?
Well, because we.
Boing. Yeah, look at that. It's still. It snapped right back. Wash after wash. Well, all right. So.
So the truss rod might not actually work in that. neck.
No, I think
It
it does. I think
works,
this neck is
but-
just so
Andy
silly.
Andy the Saint was like yelling, "Stop it!"
We didn't poke through the back or anything. Yeah, this is a good one. Okay. All right. So yeah, that falls under the heading of abuse of a guitar neck. So don't abuse your guitars.
Actually, Simon just asked a question.
Okay.
That's relevant to the neck that you were just
Uh-huh.
using. Is it possible to correct a neck with a twist in it? That had a twist in it.
Yes, it is. Would I do it on a $50 neck from Amazon? Oh hell no. If yeah, you can't. I wouldn't even bother on a bolt-on neck fender. I would just get a new neck. It would be way less headache. But some people are married to the idea of the vintage neck and making it play like it ought to. And there are some tips and techniques to do that. I have not had a whole lot of good success with those, but I'm not like number one repairman guy. I do some repairs, and that's really it. So anyway, So, guys, thanks for joining us. I hope that everyone is having a good Sunday and looking forward to April is right around the corner. I'm looking forward to April. How much longer do we have to be quarantined, like officially, till the 19th?
Well,
and then they'll reevaluate.
I don't remember what the Colorado state, but it doesn't matter because we're off the international.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We're off an international.
Oh, somebody did something here. Thanks, guys. I'm supporting my favorite small business. Thank you so much, Eddie Behan Blues. I thank you for that, dude. I do. That's very, very generous of you, my friend. Thank you very much. We had a great. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, the Denver stay the fuck home thing was through the 10th. I don't know what the
okay.
state
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
new one is.
Okay.
I don't remember.
They'll evaluate.
Only till the 10th?
I got a ticket to ride.
Yeah,
I have a permission slip.
you do. It's just a piece of paper that says I can do what I want that
That's
you carry
right.
around in your back pocket.
You know why? Because I'm carrying it. That's right.
So, no, I'm looking forward to. We had a great. I thought we had a really terrific class
It was fun.
today. Online training that we do on Sundays at 2 to 4. We worked on necks and stuff. We did truss rods, and if you're signed up for that, there's a lot of really good stuff. If you haven't watched it already, if you haven't signed up, you still can, and we'll send you all the back codes. So, yeah, so we're having a lot of fun with online training. What about all the videos that we've been making? We've been fucking making videos like crazy, man.
Including some really...
There's been some like without a net
There
videos
was-
like
yeah,
yesterday.
yesterday's was ridiculous. And it started out as, yeah, it sounds like that'd be like 20-minute video, right?
Some people were like, "Oh man, you really fucked up. You put that hole through the guitar." I'm thinking, you know what? Let's see what you do when you have this guitar and 100 people are watching. Anyway, no one was giving me a bunch of grief, but it's, sometimes when you make guitars, shit happens, and you kind of gotta figure out how to make guitars out of mistakes. So. Anyway.
Yeah, well, and doing it on video, you're trying to keep
Yeah.
it going,
Yeah.
especially live. And
Yeah, there was
I
no
think people-
editing.
I think people like it when they show you guys fucking up because.
Oh yeah, I think there's a lot of people who delight
they
in
do
my
I'm
stumbles.
not saying delight, but I'm
Oh,
like,
there are.
like you act like you do everything perfect all the time. No.
yeah,
No.
yeah,
No.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Got to break some eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. I had a good time. And then Chris had the idea, let's do a reveal video. Like, as soon as we got everything sorted out, we did a reveal video for that.
yeah,
a
we made
lot of people are like, yeah, your videos are great. Thank you.
Thanks
made a-
so much.
Yeah, made a back cover for it. Rewired the jack that I wired.
Bada
wrong,
bing, yeah.
And yeah, guitar was ready to go.
Good to go. And way more fun with a pickup.
Yeah.
Hey, so I've been having a lot of fun with the videos. Doing the videos it's really hard, but you guys are watching them, and I really appreciate it. I don't know, Chris, am I pushing you where you're like, oh God, another fucking video, or are you okay?
No,
Okay, you're all right?
I'm good. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I get it's weird doing stuff on video.
Yeah.
I get a little more nervous than
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
doing it.
'Cause
Even-
if something gets
even than
ticked up,
just
yeah.
having somebody else watch, not necessarily you, but somebody else.
But yeah, having someone standing right there looking at you is bad enough. And then
Yeah.
knowing that, oh, geez, there's a buttload of people online watching me potentially screw this thing up.
Yeah, so the first few paint booth videos that we did, and I still wasn't exactly sure about the paint booth. Let's
Yeah.
film.
Oh, no.
Okay.
But everybody wanted to see the booth.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, yeah. And now it's fine, but
You
but
didn't get a little
yesterday's
bottle
wiring.
of champagne and christen it at all, did you?
No, we
No,
didn't.
we
We didn't even
didn't.
get
Should
a
have.
bottle of Miller High Life and christen it.
Oh, it's a champagne
It's
of
the
beer.
champagne of beers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the videos are really fun, you guys, and I'm glad you're enjoying them. I hope that it makes life slightly more fun and gives you a break from, I don't know, whatever's on Netflix. That monkey guy. No, the lion guy. The lion guy.
The Lion
Ti-
King.
Yeah.
Tiger
King.
King.
Tiger King. I haven't
Murder,
seen it.
Mayhem, and Mystery or something like that. Yeah.
I don't have Netflix, so I don't know
There's a
what.
dude I saw that was in that show that I'm like, oh, I like that dude.
Was it?
Who was it? Like, was
I
it
don't-
like the Eastbound and Down guy or something?
No, I think it's just a guy who looks like that. That's
Yeah,
not a
it's
character.
a documentary. It's all real people.
These are real normal
Oh, yeah,
people.
it's-
And
yeah.
dude looks like Eastbound and Down.
Oh,
Is that the
yeah.
right guy I'm thinking of?
There's a couple of them. That,
Yeah, I'm sure.
Nice.
But yeah, it's the most ridiculous thing.
Just like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah,
is
you'll
real.
feel no matter what your.
He is.
I
He
still
got
it.
like the Westward's best of bail bondsman. And, like,
Dog
the Bounty Hunter did?
2003, Yeah.
Yeah, that show is just ridiculous. It'll make you feel better about yourself, no matter what your lot in life. I'm sure. You'll be like, these people are more ridiculous than.
It's sort of
anybody
like
I've
going
ever
to my
met.
health club, the Golden Corral.
Yeah.
I'm like Charles Atlas sometimes. Anyway, that's not
Yeah, yeah.
fair. So, what else? What else is super cool and exciting? We've got a bunch of new guitars that are like
Yeah.
around the corner. We got Andy the Saints, Bigsby came in, so that's getting ready to get put together. It's hard to get parts right now, so we've got a big order from Hipshot that's just sort of like, I don't know when we'll get it because they're in New York. Somebody said something. We're supposed
Mike
to.
Ivy.
Mike, for being a pain in. Mike's not a pain in the class. What does he say?
Pain in the ass. Grab a couple Kerrs. It's yours.
Oh,
Thanks
God
for
bless
all
you,
you
Mike.
do.
He
And
apologizes
great class
for being a
today.
pain in the ass. What did he do?
I don't know. I don't
Just
think he was
asked
a
lot
pain
of
in the
questions.
ass.
He wasn't a pain in the ass.
That's okay. The classes are fun. Today's class was super fun. I thought. I had
liked
a
the thing
blast.
at the end too, with the Q&A.
Yeah.
Questions are encouraged.
Yeah,
Were you,
totally.
Were you aid the cues?
Yeah, I totally did. Here's another thing we have to do. Pat, thanks for all the great information. Thank you, Pat. That's so cool, man. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Someone wants to know what's up with Speedo Burrito.
Oh, Speedo Burrito is actually
It might actually get some paint this week.
would be so cool. And we have the trem for that. We just don't have the tuners for it. I don't know if we have any pickups either for that one.
Yeah.
But we could, yeah. So there's a lot of good stuff coming. And one of them is the Leopard Challenger with the very first Challenger with a trem. Have we ever done one with a trem? Oh, with a Bigsby. We did one with a Bigsby B5 before.
We did that. We did Challenger with that Mosrite trim,
Oh, that's right. Roundy Crowney.
Roundy Crowney.
Yeah.
And then we did the one. It is a Challenger, the one that Jared had with the Jazzmaster.
Oh, yeah,
trim.
that's right. Okay, yeah. Well, so it's the fourth.
I really loved Roundy Crowney. That was a gorgeous guitar.
Yep.
It was beautiful.
Yep.
So, guys, if you've got, there's lots of wood and paint work going on. If we can get our stuff from Hipshot, then we'll, there'll be a lot more cool stuff. I've got some more videos on the way of edited videos that are still fun to do, and I still am going to do some of those every week. And we'll be bringing you more live videos because they're fun and they're fast, and we can go long, and then that way you guys can get something out of it that's not like a 5-minute video, me testing out glue and making a big mess or whatever it is I'm doing.
I'm waiting for the one where one of us gets cut.
I'm not waiting for that.
Someone was thanking you for teaching them how to do some of their strings and not cut
Yeah.
their fingers off. Did you see
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting cut, I
Cool.
will cut a bitch.
I know you will. So, Chris, what do you think? Oh, hold on. We got
Dave
something.
Weiss
Dave.
paid you for calling him a tough guy last week.
Did I call him a tough guy?
Apparently so. It's in quotation.
Dave, tell me. I need more context. Maybe I'm like, oh, hey, tough. I don't know. Yeah.
It was kind of like Paulie D. Hey, my guy. Hey, my guy.
Oh, hey,
I
Dave.
think because we had what people's day jobs are, and I got him mixed up with somebody, and I said I think I found out that Dave's kind of a tough guy.
Yeah, that's right. He's a badass. Yeah, something like that.
something like
yeah.
that, right?
And then he
Yeah.
said, "No, I'm not a badass. I'm
Yeah.
a not bad. I'm a regular guy." I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Yeah, something like that. But
We have fun during the live things.
yeah, Chris said I was a tough guy.
We
Yeah,
have so
yeah.
much fun on the
You
live
might still be a
things
tough
and
guy, but
Probably tougher than me. I'm not
the,
tough.
The
Yeah.
job was not the tough
Billy
guy
B
part.
and Blues is back.
Hey, Billy. What'd he say?
He says, Chris, no reason to be nervous. Just picture all of us naked.
We do.
I'm sorry, he didn't say naked. He said naked.
Naked.
You do great. Don't sweat it.
There you
Nobody
go.
wants to picture you assholes naked. Come on, man.
Oh, I thought I
Everyone
was supposed
pictures
to-
you
I
naked,
thought I was
though.
supposed
yeah.
to picture myself
That's because they
naked.
don't know what I look like.
That's why I'm doing it wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm very excited about today's topic because it's maybe I can talk a little bit of shit. You know me. I don't need a whole lot of excuses to talk shit, but maybe I can talk a little bit of shit. So, Chris, you want to jump right in?
Let's jump right in.
So what did I actually send to the, these are Patreon questions. If you're a Patreon member, I always post a question, and you can, I'm anxious to hear what you say. When we read them off, if you guys want to chime in, you certainly can. We'll try to get to as many of them as we can. If you do Super Chat, we always try to get to those too. So thank you, all of our Super Chat members. Thank you to all of our Patreon members. I'm sorry, I'm dragging this out. Thank you to our friends at Flipside Music who support the show. It wouldn't be possible without Patreon and Flipside Music and everybody watching. Thank you guys for everything. If you're looking for music gear, you can go to Flipside Music. Their online store is still open. They're sending out stuff. So
The Great American Music Store.
the Great American Guitar Store,
Guitar
Carrie,
Store,
the Great
sorry.
American Guitar Store. We'll talk more about Flipside here in a bit. Okay, what do we got, Chris?
All right. So this is Matt. Matt sent out this question. I have wanted to do some videos where we challenge other guitar makers to a friendly competition. What I want
Or
to
not
know
friendly.
is, who do you think we should call out? What are your ideas for challenges?
So you know what I was watching this week when I thought of this? I was watching that car race show on History or Discovery Channel, where they do all sorts of crazy crap and they race that 8th mile thing, and they're going. It's a bunch of guys with these super fast cars and nitrous, and they do all kinds of drag racing shit.
Okay.
And I'm like, man, why can't I have a show so? Remember when Discovery Channel was the motorcycle channel, and they had biker build off, and there's that show where they make knives, and this one is the guys who race cars, and I thought maybe if we have a challenge show, we could have our own show on Discovery Channel, and we can, but it can't just be our original thought was a bunch of knuckleheads doing a bunch of knucklehead shit in a guitar shop, and no one wants to watch that anymore. Now they want to see people doing challenge things. So
Like Forged in Fire.
yes, exactly. So it's my tiny brain is trying to make something happen that is a way to make money on TV. So yes, ma'am. What's
Someone
hilarious?
posted biker beat off would be a great.
That's what I just said. Biker beat off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was trying to read stuff. Sorry,
So-
I'm a little behind.
So anyway, so I got to thinking, there's a lot of guys who we know, and a lot of guys who we know of, who build guitars, and wouldn't it be fun to do a guitar building challenge? Now I don't know how we would do it, but I mean, we certainly have the space where if somebody wanted to come to our shop, and we were, we built something and they built something, they could use our shop. We'd be right here and we could film it all. That'd be a way to go. Obviously, we couldn't do that while we're self-quarantining.
No.
We could do a thing where we build something and film it, and they build something and film it, and then we get together and we send it to the guy at the Guitar Arsenal, and he says which one's the best. I don't know. What do you think, Chris?
Let's find out.
Let's find out what other people say. I'm anxious to hear what Patreon members say and what you guys have to say too.
So Andrew Mandiak has some suggestions.
Okay.
Ben Crow at Crimson.
I bet you his name will come up a lot.
Yeah. Big D Guitars.
Okay.
Guns and Guitars.
Okay.
Except he says guitar from scratch, not a kit.
Does the Guns and Guitar guy just do kit stuff?
Just does kits,
Okay.
I think. That's all
I
I've ever
don't
seen
know.
him do. Rick Turner.
Rick Turner from Rick Turner Guitars, the guy who made the Lindsey Buckingham guitar.
Maybe. I don't know.
That dude's a master builder.
Well, he's
yeah.
got a bunch here.
Oh, okay.
Tom Lieber.
Okay.
Paul Reed Smith.
Well, I'm sure
Steven
he'll
Stern. TV Jones.
do. Okay.
Some of the bigger makers might do it just for giggles and shits.
I am
You never
amazed
know.
that the guys at TV Jones follow us on Instagram and are very, very, very cool and very supportive of what we do. Another guy who
Well,
does
and it's not just the guys at TV Jones. It's TV
yeah,
Jones.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is it, Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, oh yeah, he's the one that does all that.
Yeah.
That means my dad likes you.
Uh-huh.
That's what he said.
And Ed Elliott is, I'm like, I don't know. We
Yeah.
have no business being on Ed Elliott's radar, but he's always very, very cool and very kind
Yeah.
to us. So yeah.
Yep.
The only person on that list that we've actually met is Big D. Yes, ma'am.
Andy the Saint.
Andy the Saint.
Lap Steel Slush Fund.
Oh, Andy the Saint.
$20.
God
Boy, now
bless
we got
you.
it. Now we got it. No,
that's not 20.
$200.
200. Holy cow! My eyes didn't register that.
Now we got to do it.
Now we've got to make it. And Andy the Saint.
Not that we weren't going to.
We
but-
are working on this. Thank you so much, Andrew. That's very kind of you.
Yeah,
We will get the ball rolling.
All
My
right.
eyes didn't register the decimal point where
I
it
know.
was. Like what?
So wait a minute. So Big D Guitars is the only guy we've actually met.
Mm-hmm.
He's been a nice guy to us.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And I think he would do it. I still, guys, I don't think that the guys at Crimson Guitars know who we are, or we're like so not on their radar. I bet you.
Probably not.
I bet you they don't have any idea who we are. But that would be cool. Okay, go ahead.
It'd be cool if they didn't know, because then you could sneak attack like Washington across the Delaware on those
Shisha.
crazy Dutch dudes were all drunk on Christmas.
The Hessians? Oh no, those were Germans. Anyway.
No, yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Just
Are we done?
I'm sorry. Yes, we're done. Zip it.
Andy Mandiak goes on to say something like a 20-hour guitar build would be straightforward, or make a guitar from this pile of raw materials and hardware in a week, or maybe you cast a wider net and get guys like Dave Rome of Dave's World of Fun Stuff and Brad Angrove involved by doing a make the best guitar you can out of this kit challenge. Maybe even somebody who's not necessarily a guitar builder, but a maker like Jimmy DiResta would be down for it.
I don't
Finished
know who half of
instruments,
those people are.
I can tell you
Okay.
most of them. Finished instruments could either be given away on their channels or auctioned off for charity as they see fit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think what he's doing is he's naming some guys that aren't necessarily guitar builders, but guitar, like Dave's World of Fun Stuff. Dave does a lot of setups and a lot of kind of
Okay.
repair kind of stuff. Brad Angrove does a lot of paint. I think almost exclusively. Well, no, I think he does some other stuff too, but I don't think he's necessarily a builder.
If we started with a kit, it would pretty much be a how nice of a finish
It'd be a
could
finish,
you make, right?
contest,
Yeah.
which is also.
Oh,
good.
I don't even know why we didn't, like, our friend Mike Learn, like, this would be a no-brainer for Mike. Mike would actually come here and do it with us, too. That'd be the most fun, actually.
Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Doug Cook says a few that I watch are Guns
Disco
and Guitars,
Doug. Okay.
Highline Guitars.
Ah,
Brad
Highline Guitars is right
Angrove,
down the street.
Yeah, and Big D Guitars.
Okay. What was the
Besides,
one
of course, you
before
guys
Big D?
improved. Brad Angrove. That's the painter guy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You know who I haven't heard from, I haven't heard any bad news, so I'm guessing it's all good news, but I don't think that our friend Brian Nutter is exactly eating tacos and drinking beer yet or building guitars, but Brian Nutter would, of course, be the obvious choice because we have such a good rapport with him and Mike, and we could, just the three of us could, we'd probably just, we couldn't do it at the same shop, we'd just be drunk all the time.
Just be one big, laugh.
Yeah,
riot
yeah,
fest.
we'd be a bunch of pee
So we came
pants
up.
and-
We actually came up with an earlier version of this same idea, where it was just us and Brian.
Yeah.
And the idea was that we were going to build a Nutter guitar, and he was
His-
going to build a Texas Toast.
Yes, so
guitar.
we would
His
each build signature model
yeah.
guitars of the other guy.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, you're allowed to do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
Yeah,
and
you can
change it
fix
however
them
you
or
see-
break them however you want.
Yeah. You can either ruin it
Yeah.
or make it better,
Yeah.
depending on your own personal
Yeah.
twist on the other guy's guitar.
You know, we
or
could
you
do
could
that.
make it as even put Nutter on there.
We've also talked about doing this with Mike Learn, kind of, where you like do an airbrush. Like you do an airbrush with Mike and no one gets to see the other thing, and it's like
Right.
Mike's got something that's like looks like the Sistine Chapel and you've got like stick figures or whatever you say, and you,
Yeah.
like Encino Man's
Yes.
boob drawings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the exact same thing that
Yeah,
he
all the
does with all the-
techniques.
see just how not easy it is. I love that idea. Mm-hmm. So
that would be a great video series. Chris and Mike airbrush showdown.
But please do the Encino Man airbrush boob painting. Please.
I'll try my hardest to do it right too, and it'll just be
That'd be funny. Yeah, all that you have all the exact every. Okay, sorry.
yeah. Because he makes it look so easy. You're like, I think I can do this.
Could we do a thing with Mike where like we build one of Mike's signature guitars that like the super like pointy and like with
Yeah.
Iron Man glow in the dark things?
See,
And,
when I think of Mike's signature guitar, I think of his guitar that he has. That's like the Jolly Roger.
Yeah,
That's like
that's
carved
shaped- yeah.
in wood in 3D. I don't know how you play that thing. I don't, but it sounds good. How
Yeah,
does
Mike's
how does
up.
that happen? I don't get it.
He's like on another level of like what that guy can do. All right, sorry.
Oh, Billy Band Blues kind of like paint and sip.
Paint and sip with
Exactly
Mike
like that,
Learn
yeah.
and Chris.
And Chris, yeah. Yeah, and then I
that'd
get to
be
hold it up
great.
at the end.
That's hilarious.
Look how cool I am.
Yeah.
I still want to do paint classes with Mike, and you know, the last time I said, Mike, do you want to do a paint class with us now that we got the booth? He's like, anytime. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Alrighty.
Okay, sorry. I keep going off. This is a fun topic for me. So,
John Brosaw, I hope I'm saying that, Brosow. You might be able to entice some builders if you sell the guitars for COVID-19 relief, as Andy Mandiak suggested. He also goes on to say, why not ask Doug Cower since you participated in his challenge?
I kind of suspect that we could get Doug to do it. If it was neat enough, if it was a neat enough idea and was for something that he felt strongly enough about, I bet you we could get Doug to do it. Or maybe at least participate. Because, you know, like if we made a guitar, it wouldn't be just like, okay, I'm going to do it all. Chris and I would make the guitar. And if Doug makes a guitar, he would like do some of it, and like whoever does like the setup, I'm sure he would just be like, here, you need to set this up. It wouldn't just be Doug doing it.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Shop versus shop. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it could be shop versus shop. It could be guy
Yeah.
versus guy.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Andy Mandiak says Doug Irwin would be another good one. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
And he says, I think the best and least complicated challenge for Texas Toast would be an in-shop build-off. Matt and Chris should each build a guitar all the way through, then compare the two with the subscribers. It would be great if you could work out a blind contest where you don't see each other until it's done, but that might be a logistical problem.
I'm sure we could figure out a way to do it. The thing that would happen would be we'd make the same guitar. I mean, it wouldn't be exactly the same shape, but the necks would be the same. We'd use exactly the same materials and tools and techniques. It'd be like, well, I mean, it still would be fun, but yeah.
Yeah.
We sort of did that when we did Doug's challenge because you made a guitar and I made one, and
Yeah, and that was the first time I'd ever actually made a guitar all the way through.
You made two.
All by myself.
Yeah.
Well, you know, but you know, there were times when just because you were doing previously, not that I couldn't do it,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
that I'd done all the steps, I just hadn't done them all on the same thing for the
Well,
most
like-
part. And that was fairly early on too.
that was a long
you
time
know,
ago. Yeah.
And yeah, so
The thing about it is, like, you look around and like, well, how would you make the neck? Well, you'd use one of the two necks that we use and all the
Yeah,
jigs that we
yeah.
have. And how would you cut the fretboard? Well, it'd be the same. How would you? Yeah. So
yeah, he says you should each build a guitar that you would make or buy for yourself. That way the finished product would show your individual strengths as builders and tastes as players. Interesting part would be the difference in what both of you have grown accustomed to relying on the other for as a team.
okay.
I think it would be fun for your fans to see a little friendly competition. Are you Team Matt or are you Team Chris?
Oh,
It's kind of like
I'm
Jennifer
Team
Aniston
Chris.
and Angelina Jolie.
everybody would be Team Chris. I can tell you that
No.
immediately. I can
No,
tell you that
I don't
right
think
now.
that's- I don't think
Everybody
that's
would
true
be
at
Team
all.
Chris.
Everyone respects your beard.
That's
And
right.
you're
You
like-
just all you
you're
gotta
like
do
the-
is look at the beard.
Dude,
and
he's
you
like
know.
the Ron Johnson of the shop.
The Ron Johnson.
No, the dude from The Office or the
Parks and
and
Rec?
Rec.
Oh,
Is that
Ron
his name?
Swanson?
Ron Swanson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not up on things.
That's okay.
So, what was I gonna say?
Oh, talking about Chris gonna get all the votes.
I can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Totally.
no, I don't think that would happen.
Chris has an epic beard.
Totally. He's got his own. Chris's epic beard has its own hashtag.
It totally does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, we haven't seen Devin this week.
Yeah, we have. He commented on some stuff yesterday.
Well, I
and-
meant today.
Okay. Well, maybe he's painting a door again. I don't know.
So now
Yeah.
there's got to be Team Matt and Team Chris shirts.
And we have to wear the other guy's
Because
shirt.
people are chiming in already. I'm
Mm-hmm.
Team Matt. I'm Team
No
Chris.
one's. I guarantee. Okay, never mind. All right. Go. So go. What's the next one?
Yeah, I don't think we should pit.
No, I think I remember what I was gonna say. So if we were gonna do that, I can tell you right now, the guitar I would make would be a Challenger because that's kind of my baby. What How would you go?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's $10 for Team Matt from Greg Pearl.
Greg,
Nice.
thank you.
See, this is perfect. This pitting you guys against each other because
It might
this-
be.
We could
This
talk
is great
smack.
for like it's total like reality show with manufactured drama.
Ooh.
We could kick stuff over.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Beat your head against the brick wall like the Sitch did that one time
Maybe.
in Italy. It was awesome.
Maybe. Okay. So anyway, I would probably build a Challenger. What would you? You have just as much in the Challenger as I do, so
Yeah.
maybe you'd
I
make
mean,
that
I might,
too.
I might build a Challenger.
you might build the
Yeah.
long version.
That would actually be kind of a cool thing. We both build Challengers, but I guarantee we're going to build two
They
completely
would be
different
different.
Challengers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The problem, I'm ultimately insanely competitive, and if given enough time, beforehand, would come up with just something ridiculous, and probably work myself to death
Okay.
trying to achieve it.
All right.
So, yeah.
Somebody has another. Ian says, "I just joined. I don't know what
What we're
team
voting for.
So Ian wants us to build him a Mosrite.
Oh, cool.
And we're gonna do that very soon.
Yeah.
Oh, and so SS $5 for Team Chris
Ooh!
gets all the women.
Wow!
Oh, you
Excuse
have
me,
no
but
idea.
I've got the support of Andy the Sage. I didn't even throw my hat in the ring, and he's my Mickey.
Yeah.
So it would be fun to actually both build Challengers. I don't know what I would do. To me, like the standard Challenger model is so neat that I don't know. I don't know what I would do to separate mine from anything else.
Or-
In fact, I think like the thing that I would do would make it plain, and that wouldn't be
So people are asking like, who's judging this? Billy Gibbons and everyone's volunteering to be the judge. Send all the
Oh.
guitars to me, I'll judge. Right? So and I'm like, well, I'm thinking that these like Statler and Waldorf here are gonna be the judges, just like every week on the Muppet Show.
No, we're
But-
competing.
But
with,
so if there's all this stuff flying around that you guys have teams, and so you
Oh.
guys have your teams in the YouTube world. And then, so you have your team and Chris has his team.
Okay.
And they get their little secret access to a video. And here's what we're gonna do.
Oh.
And one of those guys.
This sounds like who would be the most obvious judge that doesn't have a dog in the hunt? You
Joe
know what I mean?
Bonamassa.
Yes, Joe Bonamassa and Cheddar Kung Pao.
Well,
We get both those guys to
You'd
be
have to
the
have
judges.
you'd have to have a couple different judges.
Yeah, you'd have to have a
'cause
panel of judges.
The first person that I thought of as a judge is Ryan Burke at 60 Cycle Hum.
Oh, Ryan Burke would be another great.
But
Yeah.
I know what he likes, so I could build to that.
But I think that Ryan Burke would take his judging duties seriously and be like, look, I can't just vote on I like this because it's sparkly offset or Mosrite or something, whatever it is that he's
But
into.
if you built a sparkly offset really well and gave it to him, chances are you're going to be the winner.
Okay, I don't disagree, but
He's a Barracuda.
what
apparently.
was Ryan Burke's favorite guitar that he saw of ours at Summer NAMM? It wasn't the Mosrite that we brought.
No.
It was the Modern.
Yeah.
He loved the Modern. Now he had to pick it up because from across the room he's like, "What's a weird fucking thing is
well,
that?"
I think
But
it caught him a little off guard too. 'Cause
It's just how fun
I
it
don't think he was
was,
expecting to like it.
Yeah.
But he did like it.
Yeah, but he talked about that a couple times.
Yeah.
Not just on that video, but in another
yeah.
video.
I mean,
Anyway,
he could shock us, but if you're gonna play the odds, it's gonna have a trem and it's gonna be
sure.
Yeah.
It's
Right
gonna
up
be
my alley,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think Ryan Burke would be a great one. I actually think like Ryan Burke, Cheddar Kung Pao, maybe Ben. Yes.
Michael Ayler suggested Flipside Music and Mike Learn be judges.
Ooh, the guys at Flipside would be great. Flipside Music, the great American guitar store. Thank you to Flipside Music for helping us out and supporting the channel. And if guys, Flipside is right in the heart of Denver. They're closed. They can't be open right this second. But there will always be mail order, and you can order stuff from Flipside Music, and I think they can go and get to the warehouse and send stuff out.
I saw a picture of Dylan shipping
Okay,
stuff. So
all right.
yeah.
So
they can do it.
they're still alive and well, but they just can't be or can they be open? Didn't they say they were gonna?
No, they can't. They can't
That's-
even be open at this point.
that's right,
Before
they
were
tried,
doing,
yeah.
they were doing pickups.
Yeah,
You could
yeah,
schedule
you could-
a time for a pickup,
yeah.
but now you can't even do that.
So for
But after April 10th, maybe.
For the time being, the guys at Flipside are working in a completely online capacity. And if you need anything and you're thinking about ordering something, check out Flipside Music, the Great American Guitar Store, and give those guys some love and tell them Matt and Chris and Mrs. Toast from Texas Toast sent you. So, okay.
All right, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Jeff Walton says, my thoughts are for a build-off with someone who builds guitars differently than you do.
Me too.
For example, someone who glues on binding exclusively or taps frets in from the side or uses a different type of paint than you guys use.
Oh.
The aim would be to show that there is no one way to do something and that the build process is based on personal preferences and experiences.
You know who immediately comes to mind is Chris from Highline Guitars, because he's a local dude. I've never met him. Have you ever met him?
No.
I've invited him over for beers, and maybe he doesn't drink beer. Maybe he's like, I'm not going to that guy's weird shop for
Wait,
beer.
who are we talking about?
There's a guy right down the street here in the Denver area, Chris at Highline Guitars.
Oh, Highline Guitar.
Yeah, and
He's a serious builder.
he is a serious builder. And when Mike learned and I started the Northern, or what was the United Northern Colorado Luthiers, the Men from Uncle thing.
Uh-huh.
We invited Chris, and he didn't want to play. Kyle Vanderwart would be another guy who might want to get in on that. But anyway, Chris, does he uses different finish than we do, and I know he does stuff differently than us, so that'd be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
If you know, guys, if you are watching and you know or talk to or comment on other people's YouTube videos, tell them that we want to get in touch with them about we're calling them out. Don't tell them we want. Tell them we're calling them out. How are we gonna do that? We don't know yet. You just tell them, and we'll
This Sunday at the Coliseum.
Oh yeah!
Let me tell you how it's gonna go down.
Do you mean Sunday?
And Saturday.
And Saturday too.
Oh man, are there any more? Are there any more Coors?
Yeah,
There are.
This thing?
I can't. I just want to apologize because there was quite a few comments that came in that I really wanted to reply to people.
Oh,
and
I'm
be
sorry.
funny.
You can.
And
Raise your hand.
No, because I wanted to type it because I got my own shit going on.
Okay.
So you're
Miss
allowing me,
Thing's
right?
got her own
Okay.
shit going.
So I just want to apologize to everybody, but remind me later to let's touch on Bad Motor Scooter.
Bad Motor Scooter. The song or someone's YouTube handle?
No, the song, the mantra song.
Okay.
Somebody's
All right.
like, hey, some here go. Oh, I like.
Are you gonna say that you're gonna tell you're gonna ruin Bad Motor Scooter for everybody like I do? With the same way?
Well,
Okay, all right. Go ahead, Chris.
All
go
right,
ahead.
so Rick DiNatal.
Rick. Sorry.
Yeah. I'd love to see Ben Crow involved. He's quite innovative with tons of ideas. His axes are all different. For novice luthiers, both April Wilkerson and Matt Cremona built guitars with instruction from Crimson.
The dude from Crimson, he comes up with, I watched him make this skeleton thing out of wood, and I'm like, how the fuck? Yeah. So that dude's on another level too. I would love to do a build off with that guy though, because I think our personalities are so different, and the tool usage. I bet he's a neat guy. I don't know, but anyone with a head tattoo's got to be halfway cool, right?
You'd think.
I mean,
yeah.
at least halfway cool. And he's there's a lot of very British things about him, or very very European things. He works in a different way than us ugly Americans do. But I think he would want to party with us for at least one or two beers. Anyway, okay.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Ready?
Ready. Go.
Ed Billy B and Blues. Burke says, whomever you get involved with in a challenge, I think it should be building a guitar that you have never attempted before.
Ooh.
Like a cigar box type, or in
Cigar
the spirit
box.
of a cigar box, or even put a kit of daily drivers together and sell them to us, your viewers, and have us do build off, and you guys be the judges.
he should be on our marketing team.
He-
He should lead up. Hey, sell a kit.
Sell a
to
kit, and then you
contestants in a
compete Okay, all right. I love all these ideas, and again, guys, if you've got any suggestions for build off or call outs, let me know, and let everyone else that you know out there that we're calling people out. We want to do this. We want to do this, but it's for fun. It's for fun. Okay, it's not for we're gonna kick anyone's ass. It's for
just
fun.
for fun.
We're having a good time. We're building guitars. We're making moves. And it's because any given Sunday, right?
Getting something going.
Is there a
Getting
trophy
something
involved?
going. There could be a
There's
trophy.
a trophy store right down the street.
They're at A1 Trophies of
right
Westminster, right down the street.
Right next to
That's right.
Big Mama Burrito.
Maybe the trophy could be like a big mama burrito, like
I want something for the mantle.
a burrito for the mantle.
No.
Okay. All right.
All
It's
right,
gonna have to be rad, whatever it is.
Yep, Dave Weiss says maybe do a timed build challenge with that guy from Crimson Guitars.
I knew the Crimson guy.
Otherwise,
would
a Chris
He
and
comes
Matt
up a
Battle
lot.
Royale would be a good second.
a battle.
Oh, now all of
royale.
a sudden we're second. I see how
Oh
this works.
But listen,
man.
I think dubbing it Battle Royale would warrant Quentin Tarantino to edit and direct
Yeah.
the film. And the,
Yes.
The
Yes.
Battle Royale with cheese.
And the
Yeah.
evil samurai.
Uh-huh.
I love the idea of a battle royale, and it's got to be a timed event. I'm not 100% sure that on the Chris and I deal, but I think that could work. I don't know how you would do it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thomas Kolb says Crimson, in my opinion, is the only one who could come close to you guys. Don't know anyone else who goes as deep into it and shares it as you.
Oh,
and Ben.
see, that's the thing. So like, I think that people would want to see some real deep dive videos on how we made the guitars too, and it should probably be somebody who has a channel, right? Because they might want to be like, well, I'm gonna post these videos on my channel.
Well, yeah,
So
yeah. Uh-huh.
like Crimson.
yeah, so Crimson has a channel. Highline Guitars has a channel. Brian Nutter
Highline's
had a
close.
channel.
Where's Crimson?
They're in like outside of like Essex or something. They're somewhere in
Essex?
England. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, the dude at Highline would be a bunch more. Can you
Oh yeah, it'd be way closer. Yeah.
Yep, and then Doug Cook says, how about seeing who among the viewers might want to do it with a kit build?
I think that's
Or
a
with
great
kit
idea.
build?
With a kit build. With a kit build.
It would be fun to do something like
kit
that. Yeah.
So like we judge the thing. Doug, we need more. This lacks perspective. I need more because I have a small brain.
Yeah.
It's right. It's like this little nugget.
I think
right
that would be
here,
fun
brain.
to do as a viewer thing, and then we could judge it.
One of the
We could have categories. It's not like everything has to be best guitar. Period. There's one true and holy. There could be different things. Cool finish, original idea. Even with a kit guitar, execution,
Miscongeniality.
miscongeniality.
That's all you guys
Uh-huh.
vote for that, not the judges.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. That's something like that might be fun too.
I love this idea, and yeah, I want to make something like this happen, though I don't know how it would work.
I'm more interested in being a judge than a participant.
I am more interested in you being a participant than a judge.
Frankly, it just sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, but it's the problem is I haven't figured out what the payback is.
Yeah.
There was talk of you and I, or so like our shop and a bunch of other shops pitching in like $1,000 and getting a GoFundMe page going, and everybody else start throwing money at this thing and winner take all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So Ben Rossum said
Okay.
Crimson Guitars is located in Dorchester, Dorset. I still don't know where the hell he is.
I don't know where that is either. Again, I'm an ugly American from Texas. I don't. Yeah, if it's not in West Texas, I don't really know where it is. So, yeah, I ain't been there neither.
I don't know no languages.
I don't speak no languages. So, I love this idea. And again, guys, if you know any of these people, tell them Mrs. Toast is putting them on blast, because we want to see what they are willing to do. And I'm willing to put our hat in the ring.
You know what you just did?
What?
You just totally like did me from that movie where he's like, tell that bitch to shut up before I fuck start her head.
Before I fuck start her head. That's
That's what you just did. You put that shit on my face. There you go.
what?
Now everyone sees me, they're gonna know.
No one's gonna see you. What? What? That was Sarah Silverman in Way of the Gun, and she was
Shut that bitch up before I come over
And
fuck
Ryan
start her
Felipe
face.
said, "Shut that bitch up before I come over there and fuck start her head."
Her face,
Her head, yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. You can watch the first 3 minutes of Way of the Gun. It's in there.
And then you turn it off.
Yeah. It's okay. I watched the whole thing.
Strong
one time.
start.
It's all right.
Total opposite of the like slow
It's all right.
start.
All right. So what is there anybody?
I think that's all the questions.
Is there anybody chiming in with anything awesome that we should know about?
Well, there's so many comments here. It's like
The comment section is like it's like
Yeah,
Mad Max,
yeah.
and I don't like every so often there'll be like a comment that's held for review, and I immediately like puke it out onto the page. I don't do anything with the comment section. I'm just look at it like a disappointed uncle or something. That's all I do with the comment section. I read all the comments and I try to reply to all the comments, but I don't like police the comment section and say what you know.
I don't even when people are even like horrible at me. That one guy about my pink pussy or something.
That was tacky.
Red,
but yeah.
Red Clover says mystery ingredient,
Ooh.
like a food show.
Oh yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah,
We
you
could do-
have to use
Yeah.
bamboo.
Yeah, you have to use bamboo, or you have to use a part off a bicycle.
Yeah.
Or something
Or
stupid.
cut
that's a
apart this,
great idea.
This old pinball machine.
Or
Make a
you have
truss right out of a leg or something.
Here's this pile of craptastic wood of unknown origin, and
Yeah.
that's what you got. This is the only wood you can use is this.
Uh-huh.
A mystery kit.
Mystery kit, 4x8 sheet of plywood. Some assembly required. Mrs. Toast,
Yeah.
will you go get the less ply?
You know what? That's funny because someone asked earlier, build another plywood guitar. I'm like, these assholes haven't even finished
I
the
know.
one they're working on now.
Yeah, they said build another scrap wood guitar.
And we've done, how many scrap wood guitar builds have we done? 3? 2.
2, I think, right? No, we built 2 scrap wood guitars and 1 plywood guitar.
Okay.
We built a Telly. We built the Eagle,
the
the
Eagle.
BC Rich Eagle.
I thought we did another scrap wood one. but
Well, we
maybe-
built lots of stuff
You
out of
did
scrap wood. We
two
just don't.
scrapwood guitars
We
that I
don't
know about.
show them off. No, I don't know.
So the Les Ply, actually, I'm gonna do some sealing this week because I'm gonna see if we can get it in the camera because, all right, see the back of the headstock here. There's some little bugs that need to get sanded and then sealed and fix the EBO challenge. Build a guitar out of hippie wood, absolutely. I would probably do mine out of hippie wood. So yeah. So this needs
Hippie
more
wood's
sealer.
heavy.
Hippie wood can be very heavy. What does this even need? It needs a little more, it needs sanding.
Yeah.
It needs more sealer.
Needs a little more sealer.
And then it needs
Whatever you're
clear.
gonna do. Yeah.
And then parts. And then it'll be, ready for rocking and rolling.
I think for you, the challenge on this one was, could you even just get this far with it?
Yeah, but it needs to be finished. It
Yeah.
really
Simon
does.
wants to know what the fuck is hippie wood.
Hippie wood. Who came up with the idea of hippie wood? Brett, I think.
Did he? I don't know. You've always called all that fancy stuff hippie wood.
I don't know who came up with the idea of hippie wood originally, but so Simon wants to know what hippie wood was.
Yeah.
So what I call hippie wood is like anything that's not a standard guitar making wood. So standard guitar making woods, as far as I know, would be mahogany, maple, ash, alder, rosewood,
Poplar.
ebony, poplar.
Ash, did you say?
I said, yeah, and that's kind of it. Now, anything that's from
Zebra
south
wood.
of the equator,
Zebra wood.
yeah, zebra wood is hippie wood, although that's probably south of the equator, but it's in Africa. Zebra wood, babinga, bloodwood, padauk, yellow heart, purple heart, all that stuff is kind of hippie wood. It's neat, but you don't find it very often in, djembe,
Yo, Jim.
any of those kind of funky woods. They're cool, but you don't see them all the time. And generally,
They're
when you
kind of
see
psychedelic.
the reason they're called hippie wood is because Jerry Garcia and guys like that usually have guitars made out of that
And when you
stuff.
see it, you're like, hey, is this some kind of freak out?
Yeah, what is this, some kind of freak out? And lots and lots and lots of laminations. Anyway, so,
Yeah.
sorry, Chris. What do you
no.
got? Is anything going on?
Uh,
Is the plywood guitar hippie wood?
No, this is redneck wood.
This really is this is some hillbilly shit right here, you
This is
guys.
some like Kid Rock trailer park shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is this? What's the POU for this? And that is to say, who is the intended user?
This is a novelty guitar.
It is a novelty
Yes.
guitar, yeah.
So it's different than like, oh, I had this, floor I peeled up out of my trailer and I built a guitar out of it.
Chris and I were talking about what was it, bro country and bro rock.
Bro rock.
Which
bro country?
Which bro country guitar player would? I bet you the guys
It's
in
totally a
Montgomery Gentry
bro
would
country
rock
guitar,
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't even have to play. You just stand
Yeah,
there.
you just
People would
stand
think
there
you're
and you got a
Yeah.
flyboard guitar.
extra trailer parky. Yeah.
Although
Parkery.
I think that my mud flap girl.
Well, between those two,
What?
I mean,
show,
you got,
show,
you got the
grab
band
grab that one.
covered.
And yeah.
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 Tom wants to know what's going to happen with this guitar when we're all done with it.
I don't know. I think this is like the Montgomery Gentry starter kit for your bro country rock starter kit.
Those guys go together so
They
well.
really do,
Mud
actually.
Flap Girl.
And you got all your sounds covered too. I mean, this
Yeah.
really is the ideal setup for
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
What's the
Dancing around with this guitar, don't actually even hardly play
Yeah.
it, barely plugged in.
barely
Yeah.
plug it in? Yeah.
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 A lot of posing
This
with
is the
it.
Cross Canadian Ragweed starter kit.
So dogs.
I don't know
are
if they're
like,
that guys. Those guys are
dogs
still
all
in.
like remember the Tiger King people.
Yeah.
This is the audience for this particular.
Oh shit! Low battery.
I'll plug
there
you
we go.
in.
Oh, no, we did
in.
it.
I'm plugged in. I just forgot to turn it on. Hang on.
What's happening?
I think we're good. Yeah,
Hello
we're
out
good.
there. in
We're good.
YouTube
Oh,
land.
sorry that we almost lost you guys there. What?
No,
So there's a bunch. The
to-
comments are coming in fast
To-
and
to
furious.
low, yeah.
Troy Gentry died in a helicopter crash.
He did.
Was he on tour with Eric Clapton?
No, I think Clapton was in the neighborhood though.
Dude, being buddies with Eric Clapton is bad luck, I think. Dwayne Allman, Eric Clapton. No, that's the guy. Anyway, I'm sorry. So Montgomery Gentry's not a band anymore?
I guess not. I'd forgotten about that.
I didn't even. I saw them one time.
When they opened up for ZZ
Yeah,
Top.
that's right. When they opened.
Oh,
up
I
for-
said it wrong.
Yeah, you said it wrong. But
Was
yes,
ZZ Top open
Yeah,
for 'em?
somebody was like, "Oh, here's ZZ Top's opening up for Montgomery Gentry." I'm like, "That's not happening." But yeah,
Sounds like you got that backwards.
sounds like you got that backward there.
John Prine is in critical condition now.
Really?
That song that I love that he sings with Doris Dement. That
Yeah.
In Spite of Ourselves song.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh jeez.
Oh,
Has he
I
got
love
the
that guy.
COVID-19?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Well, I'm not trying to talk shit about you, but yeah. If you're in a bro country band, we got you covered. I think.
Yuppie wood guitars? What would yuppie wood be?
Plastic?
No, it would be reclaimed pine
Fiberglass.
from. No, it would be wood. It would be reclaimed wood from like a really old building
Snow
that you
fence or
tore down to put a luxury
You're
condo.
thinking hipster, not yuppie.
Oh yeah.
This is 80s. The
Yeah,
age
you're
of
right, you're right.
conspicuous consumerism.
You're right. I don't know. I don't know the answer. to that.
Plastic.
Yeah.
The future is in. Remember from Valley Girl?
You mean The
Plastics.
Graduate?
No, Valley Girl.
You mean The Graduate?
No, Valley Girl.
All right. Yeah, and it would be painted Arrest Me Red.
Trust me, Brad. With Catch Me, Fuck Me socks.
All right. Guys, I had so much fun hanging out with you today. Chris, Mrs. Toast, it's always cool to do. Are you guys having fun still with the Sunday things?
Yeah.
I love this.
I'll be happier when I get my little iPad mini thing and not be on my phone and kick people off accidentally. and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
you
that.
shouldn't kick
Did you
anybody.
kick
I
anybody
didn't
off
mean to- I don't
accidentally
think
today?
so.
Mama D, you can't kick anybody off. I mean, you can, but don't.
I didn't mean to.
So, guys, thanks for hanging out with us for an hour on Sunday. There's lots more cool stuff coming your way. We're in the shop. We're not open to the public, but we are in
Well,
the
'cause
shop.
It's like a pirate thing.
It's a little bit of a pirate thing.
We're in international waters.
Yeah.
Off the coast of Colorado.
That's right. That's right. We're on the coast of Hidden Lake. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you guys are staying sane, staying safe, staying healthy, and you have enough toilet paper for the next foreseeable future. You said you went to the grocery store yesterday. It seemed like they were back to halfway decent.
Yeah, they had food.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
They have toilet paper.
I heard a clerk say that they had a little bit. I
All
didn't
right.
actually need any, so.
Because you were like, I'm down to my last roll. Did you find some?
No. No, I'm not quite down to my last.
Oh, okay. I misheard you. Then.
I don't have a toilet paper disposal unit in my house, so
That's right. That's right. I do.
yeah, and so I don't use a lot of it.
I think I'm trying to keep it under 12 sheets a day.
Sounds about right.
That's where I live. Yeah. But that's just me. So anyway. So guys, thanks for watching. We look forward to hanging out with you later this week and having more fun. Again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. Thanks to our Patreon members. If you like this kind of stuff, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. It helps us out a bunch, and you are automatically entered into the weekly question thing. For everybody who has not received a Patreon shirt, I'm in the process of ordering more Patreon shirts, but we're back in that weird, like, you can't get stuff thing. So I've got an order pending, and send me your information on Patreon shirts if you haven't already. A lot of you guys have, and I have that information. So we're gonna go ahead and call it for this week?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we can always talk about stuff. That's the neat thing about these.
Yeah.
Is we can talk about stuff again.
We can talk about stuff. Oh, if you know anyone who builds guitars and has their own YouTube channel, let them know that,
And they're
we
not
are.
a total wimp. I was going to say all sorts of other words there.
Like
and
what?
I ran through all of them in my head. And I went, I really shouldn't say any of those.
You're like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Fuck you, asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Chris and I are putting you guys on notice. We are coming for you. No, we're not. But we would love to do a build-off challenge with someone. If you guys know anybody who wants to do that, let us know. Put us in communication with them. We'll put the feeler out. Maybe I'll send a thing to Doug. Maybe I'll send a thing to Chris. I'll let Mike know. I'll let Brian know, but I don't expect Brian.
We got to come up with some really good rules that make it fun and easy. Not easy, but fun for everyone to
easy
participate.
to execute for the masses.
Yeah. And if we don't come up with some
Yeah.
cool rules ourselves, we're going to be bogus too.
Yeah. Pronto.
Yeah.
You were paying attention, Spicoli. I guess you'll squeak by.
I guess you'll squeak by. All right, everybody. This is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.
See you next week. Rule number 1, start drunk.
Yeah.